Welcome to another episode of Main Street Sports. Normally, it would be a happier episode, more chipper, I would say, of us two, but been a rough day. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Anytime a just human gets taken out for talking, not arguing, not being, irrational, just being a decent human and hearing people out, not a good day for America.
Nope, I don't have much to add to that other than that we're all praying and thinking about the family, specifically late at night here on a Wednesday evening where Charlie Kirk's family has to go to bed knowing that they are never going to see their father and husband ever again. And I can't even imagine moving forward like that. So our thoughts and prayers are with the Kirk family.
I mean, I know that was the first thing I did. Yeah, that was the first thing I did when I got home from work, is just went up to my kids and just gave them the biggest hug I could.
Yeah, I did the same thing with my daughter and my son. So
yeah, but we wanted to give our thoughts and prayers to the Kirk family. So we'll try and go on now and talk some college football. Obviously, the bigger headline, if people haven't seen this week, is Colorado's not going with their 5-star quarterback, not going with their transfer quarterback from Liberty. They are going with Ryan Staub as the starting quarterback after playing all three against Delaware State last week. You surprised?
I'm a bit surprised. I expected a lot more out of Caden Salter. I thought that him moving over to Colorado was going to kind of bridge the gap between Luz and Shador, but obviously they're having some issues. He missed wide open receivers and all that stuff in that first week and hasn't shown any improvement. And apparently, and I didn't watch the Colorado game, but apparently Staub had the best game out of all three quarterbacks. So
yeah, I looked at the box score, and Julian Lewis, he only threw 3 passes. So sounds like, just from listening to Joel Klatt, they're trying to ease Julian Lewis in to the situation, not throw him under the bus and run him out there with not a whole lot of experience. But sometimes you live by the fire, die by the fire. So only other thing I wanted to get out of the way before we jump into previews is, folks, this is who's voting on your AP poll.
But as far as what my votes are and what my process is, I wake up early in the morning after covering a game late in the night before. Don't want to go too much into my progress or process or logic, but I will say I appreciate everybody's interaction on social media and all of your feedback. There's tons of people that vote on the AP poll, and it's not a perfect system, but at the end of the day, no matter who you pick, it does even out because there's so many people who vote. And like I said, it's really fun for discussion. It doesn't, probably matter in the end, but I'm glad that people are having a really good time with it. But as far as
that's Haley Sawyer. She is a university or USC beat reporter for the LA Times. And folks, she has an AP vote. But the votes don't matter if you ask her.
Well, as the Drew Carey would always say, the votes don't matter, right?
Yeah, correct.
But no, dude, for real.
Yeah, it's just they say it doesn't matter, but when you look at the committee, the playoff committee, what are they basing the wins off of when they go look at the people's prior performances? Are they looking at the overall game? Are they watching the games? Or are they just looking at, Florida State beat number 8 Alabama,
Yeah, I'm guessing they don't do. I mean, I would be willing to bet that most of the AP voters aren't doing a whole lot of research or in-depth research into the whole game. Like they're not looking at trends on score by quarter, how'd the game go, blah blah blah. You know, like there's so many aspects to it, and it's kind of sad, really, that the AP poll has relegated itself to people that don't think that it really matters, because it does matter.
That's the one thing I appreciate. I'm not a Sam McEwen fan. I've put it out there on Twitter many times. But the one thing I do appreciate is he's a AP voter, and every Tuesday he has his article in the Omaha World Herald with his vote and why he voted for each team. So I do appreciate that.
Yeah, just some transparency. And Sam McEwen, obviously, he's going to be a little bit more educated in the realm of football in the first place. So, but obviously Haley, what's her name? Haley Sawyer. Yeah, do a better job.
So let's jump into some games. Let's start out Friday night.
I added one.
Okay. Is that Friday?
It's the Thursday game because I think this is intriguing. I forgot to tell you this yesterday. And then obviously with the stuff that went on today, I never ended up getting around telling you. But NC State at Wake Forest. Okay, and really this is kind of, you could probably just put this under our random games or whatever, but NC State's a 7.5 favorite. Does that surprise you in any way?
A little bit. I thought it'd be a little bit more based on Wake Forest. I know they won by a pretty good amount last week, but was that week 1? They won by a field goal at the end of the game.
They only beat Kennesaw State week 1, 10-9.
Yeah, and that was a field goal at the end of the game.
Yeah, and they put it on Western Carolina, I want to say, last week. Yeah. But anyway, like obviously kind of a head scratcher at first glance, right?
Yeah.
So like the NC State obviously is on the road. It's a short week. They just had that emotional game with Virginia that they were, so like, and they gave up 260 yards to UVA rushing. And guess who went off for a day last week for Wake Forest? Old DeMond Claiborne for like 190 yards rushing. So, I don't know. They ran Wake Forest rushing attack. It was 275 yards. And, I don't know. Like you see a turnover here or there by NC State in the first half and that kind of thing. Like this thing could get tightened up pretty quick. And so like if I'm going to make a pick on this one, and I'm taking Wake Forest and the points at 7.5. So.
Yeah, I'm going to go NC State because I'll never back Jake Dickert on anything after the stone he pulled at Washington State.
Okay. Now we can move on.
So, give me NC State. Arizona, Kansas State, Friday night in a non-conference game.
Yeah, I did not know this. I'm glad Colin kind of pointed that out because I didn't know that there was more of these going on.
Yeah, Colin's one who pointed it out to me too.
Yeah, so obviously, like you said, a non-con conference game, but this is why I'm leaning Kansas State. And this is crazy because it's like we've just been blowing Kansas State up like, what the hell's wrong, So like I'm leaning K-State because, yes, they stumbled out of the gate. They had the close loss at Iowa State or in Ireland to Iowa State with the crap that they've had going on with North Dakota and Army. But I think that they're just a little bit battle tested where Arizona is not. And so like, I don't know, like they're like I said, it's sense of urgency type thing. I believe in Avery Johnson. I believe in Kleiman. Like I'm going Kansas State.
That line's moved 3 points too since Monday because it opened as Arizona -1, and you texted me today that it's Kansas State -2.5 now.
It's just K-State -2. So I will make the pick. I will make the pick with K-State -2 obviously, not the previous spread.
Who's checking you out over there?
That's when my wife texts me.
I'm going to go with Noah Fafita and the Arizona Wildcats because Kansas State hasn't shown me anything to believe in them. And until they run Avery Johnson, I refuse to pick them.
Okay.
3 rushes last week against Army. 3 for 16 yards.
I did not look at that part, but that's egregiously bad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I'm gonna go with the Wildcats.
I have the next one here is New Mexico at UCLA.
Who? New Mexico versus who?
UCLA.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. So UCLA is minus 16 as a favorite. Crazy to think about, but this actually has some crazy transitive-ish type things, and you know me with transitive property, right?
Yeah.
So this is how it goes. Like on paper, it's a no-brainer for UCLA, but the New Mexico squad actually played Michigan pretty tough, lost by 17. New Mexico had to avoid an upset bid last week by Idaho State. Okay. And then Idaho State only lost by 7 to UNLV to the same margin that UNLV beat UCLA, right? A week ago. So if you followed all of that, now throw it out the window because I still want I want New Mexico in the points.
Yeah, I'm gonna go New Mexico. Same thing as I said about Kansas State. Until UCLA anything on offense, I'm going to go against them. I will say it looked like they kind of found a spark there in the second half, reeling off 20 points. So maybe they found something. But until then, I'm going to say this. I'm going to take New Mexico on the points, but UCLA gets a W.
Okay. I can handle that.
So that's where I'm going to sit.
I actually I don't expect New Mexico to win. So anyway. So, okay.
I was listening to Greg McElroy, and he was talking about Tennessee. He goes, what do you think Tennessee fans are more excited about right now? Tennessee being 2-0 or UCLA being 0-2?
No, probably UCLA, actually.
That's what McElroy said. He goes, I bet it's UCLA being 0-2.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me. Those turds down there in Knoxville. More concerned about their former quarterback struggles rather than their current teams success and game that they have that we'll go over here in a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Actually, I don't think it's going to be a good one, but on paper, that's a good one.
Sure. Okay, Clemson at Georgia Tech. Now, Clemson's a 3.5-point favorite. How healthy is Haynes King, right? That's the lone determinant in who I'm going to pick on this. Okay, so Georgia Tech
how
showed
healthy Haynes King is?
Tell me.
100%. There's
100%?
nothing wrong with him. There's nothing wrong.
I don't know. So, according to what I read, Brent Key said that King was trending in the right direction, but also said that his availability was going to be unclear. So part of me wonders, I was thinking is this head games for Clemson?
Gamesmanship.
Is there actually some evidence that he has a lower body injury? Because they never did say lower leg. They just said lower body. Yeah. And it still hasn't really come out to what extremity it actually is. It's not, is it a hip?
I can tell you what the injury is too. I can tell you it's 100%. And I tell you the injury is from dangling those big old balls that he just drug all over Colorado to win that game.
Okay, well,
you know the gif with the guy's balls in the wheelbarrow.
Yeah,
that was Haynes King leaving Boulder.
Right. So here's what I think. I think that if King plays, even if it's at 80%, I know you're saying he's at 100, but even if it's at 80%, I'm still taking the points because I'm not big on Clemson because of their struggles with Troy. I mean, their offense has not shown me anything. So give me Georgia Tech, give me the point. And you know what? I'm close on this, making them also, like, I almost might take the money line off too. So
yeah. I'm at the point now too with Clemson, like it's go time for them.
Yeah.
Like, what have they shown that makes them a playoff contender?
Dude, they don't have maybe the injury to Antonio Williams was a big deal in that LSU game because he only played like 4 snaps and then left the game, right? Yeah. So that's obviously a significant loss on the outside, but they don't have a run game. You can't win a national title if you have no freaking run game. Like,
and Klubnik cannot be your run game.
No, and Klubnik's not even a good enough quarterback to, like, I mean, even if you had Tom Brady in his prime back there picking people apart, you still have to have a run game. You have to have a run game. Like, it's just that's common knowledge. Like, if you can't run the ball, you're done. You're toast. So that's my take.
But what we've seen with Clemson is not only can Clemson not run the ball, they can't throw the ball. And I know Georgia Tech doesn't have a great secondary, but
right. And Georgia Tech's defense has always been suspect to, like, a little bit to the pass, at least in the last 3 years or whatever.
Yeah.
But like Clemson, I don't know, dude. Like, it's really, really head scratchy to me that even see them be the favorite here, other than relying on strong defense and maybe the fact that Vegas doesn't know about Haynes King when everybody, like you said, they all know, he's going to play. Like, how much does that line change if King was declared as fully healthy?
And how much does that change their game plan? Even if he is playing. Yeah.
So the backup quarterback, like if King wasn't playing, like, it's a completely different offense. So that's why we're saying, like, that's head games with Clemson, like you got to prepare for 2 different offenses this week and you're only going to see one, Yeah.
I think my big issue for Georgia Tech is how do they handle the moment?
Well, this is going to be this is their test. This is really because their schedule is not, like, overly daunting,
No,
like
this is their last tough game until Georgia, on paper.
Right.
Obviously Duke looks better than what we thought heading into the season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a scary game. But yeah, I think that, like, if Georgia Tech gets by this, then all of a sudden, like, they're going to be, like, rated if number 15 or 16 or 17 or whatever. I don't know. And
they might be number 5 or they might not be ranked.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Because, our friend Haley, she won't even know the results of the game. So
yeah.
Anyway. All right.
So you're going Georgia Tech points?
Yes, Georgia Tech and the points.
Yeah, I'm riding that with you.
Okay.
Clemson's offense is abysmal.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
But are they as bad as Wisconsin's offense?
Oof. Wisconsin was their backup quarterback last week.
Wisconsin did put 42 points on the board last week against some PUD place, or it might have been more than that, actually. I can't even remember. But they're going to face a whole nother animal
Yeah, but
going to Tuscaloosa.
Billy hardly played last week. I don't know if it was an injury or if they just put the other quarterback in.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yep, I don't know. I have not watched 1 second of Wisconsin yet this year.
Is it still 20 and a half?
21. It moved more toward Bama.
Give me Bama.
That was yesterday. I haven't looked today because I had this preview already ready to go yesterday. So
I'm taking Alabama. Ryan Williams is back. He was cleared today.
Okay, well that's huge. That's big.
Yeah.
So the only other thing that I have to say is like I think that Alabama is still kind of pissed, you know, like so. Like the 73-0 win over UL Monroe doesn't do anything for public perception, right? So like I don't think this game's going to be close at all. And I said if Alabama wins by 38 or 35 plus, I think it just like pulls them right back into the thick of things, just perceptionally, and then further legitimizes Florida State. So yeah, laying those.
Do they have a bye week next week, or is next week Alabama Georgia? I thought there was a bye week.
I don't know. I haven't looked ahead.
Yeah, I thought there was a bye week. Yeah, I'm gonna go Alabama and covering.
You know, the one thing I'm kind of upset about is I don't get to watch any college football Saturday until late because I have a fundraising golf tournament I have to be in.
Jeez. Man.
So it's a scramble though, so I might have to bring my iPad and hotspot it to my phone so I can have at least a big screen on the golf cart.
We even play each other this week in fantasy.
Oh, for college?
Yeah. And guess who went and actually added players to his roster since he missed the draft?
Oh, you did. I got all these notifications on my computer for it.
Yeah. Got Noah Whittington now.
Did you watch or did you listen to my college fantasy episode? You should have, because then I would have given you all the moves you should have made that I ended up was able to make myself.
Honestly, I did it at like 6:00 this morning on the shitter. Like, oh, I should check that team.
Yeah, of course. So, well, Cody has finally paid attention to his college team. Round of applause.
Yeah. Well, my other league, I'm second in scoring. I'm 1-1 because of freaking Haynes King not playing last week. And that's why
I scored 216 points without him on my roster.
Yeah. Well,
and you talk about dragging your balls all over somebody. I put him right all over Drew's chin and freaking
yeah, that was there's also 16 people in our league.
Yeah, I get that. Compared to the 6 for us.
Yeah. But it's fun. Bragging rights.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, hey.
All right, move it on.
Speaking of our league, happy birthday, Levi.
Levi. Compton stock. Let's go.
Happy birthday, buddy. All right. Well, next game.
Warsh Rags.
Georgia, Tennessee.
I hate this game so much. Okay.
Georgia's won 8 straight.
I don't care. So, oh my gosh. Yes, Georgia at Tennessee. All right. The SEC's annual reminder that no matter how sloppy the football looks, it's still somehow branded as the pinnacle of the sport.
Oh, yeah.
Georgia's been wobbling around like a drunk uncle at Thanksgiving the first couple of weeks. Yes, I'm reading this straight off of my iPad. While Tennessee is basically convincing us their high-tempoed high school offense is still super innovative. And yet, because it's the SEC, we're supposed to nod along and pretend this matchup is a clash of titans. In reality, it's just two slightly overrated teams trading body shots, while ESPN cameras pan to the fans in checkerboard overalls like it's an ancient Roman theater. But sure, let's all agree the winner here is basically one step away from the Super Bowl because, SEC.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Georgia 3.5 favorite.
Yes, they are. And I think that I'm actually going to do what I would call, I'm going to do this once a week. Trifecta. I'm going to trifecta this.
Oh,
Tennessee.
Don't get me going. You know how I am with horse racing. I'm listening.
Tennessee in the points. The Georgia money line, and give me the overs, which is at 49.5. Georgia wins. Tennessee keeps it within the field goal, and the overs hit.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm going to go with Georgia, the points, and Georgia might cover that money line themselves.
You think Georgia's going to cover the overs?
48.5.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Well, they could have. Yeah.
Tennessee does have a good defense. And Gunnar Stockton hasn't had a proven game yet.
Yeah, I'm saying 31-28 dogs, which gives me the yes, absolutely. The hook is the savior here.
Are you going to do like that Progressive commercial, and every time someone says dogs, you can start barking at me? Yeah, dude. No, I'm going to go. I don't know where I'm at on the points.
Oh my gosh. Can I tell a quick story? Real quick? Okay, so I hope that my former wrestler, Drew Mueller, will tune into this at some point and hear this, because this is about him. So speaking of barking dogs.
Oh, I already know where this is going. I already know where this is going.
We're hosting a school out of Omaha at Logan View, and they're not having a great game, and we're just kind of whipping them up and down the field. And so it got to the point at one point where this team pitched the ball toward our sideline, and our players, led by Drew Mueller, was like chasing them down to the sideline while also barking, being like, as in the middle of a play. The middle of a play. This is my first year there, and I had to like look away and turn away because I started laughing, and I was the defensive coordinator, and I was just all about it, like just letting those guys freaking just have a hell of a time out there. It was so funny.
Yeah, that was when you first told me that story, I was cracking up, dude.
It's such a good one.
So I like where we're going with this next game, because I want to take a moment. We cut off a bit early, and you had a stat about West Virginia, Ohio you wanted to talk to us about. It was about Ohio and what they did to Rutgers.
Oh. Well, Rutgers, the close game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I already talked about that.
When we were texting about it later, you were talking about how you weren't surprised that Ohio beat West Virginia.
Oh, right. Yeah, because, well, Rutgers, at first glance, you're like, oh my gosh, West Virginia sucks. But then it's like, well, Rutgers, like they were up big, and then Ohio came back and made that the ball game. And so it's like, okay, Ohio's got like an actual decent like group here, because West Virginia is like, now I did see that they're going to be dogs in every game moving forward, unless something crazy happens, obviously.
Yeah.
But don't have the wheels are not off in Morgantown. No. Like they're not. But I do like game
2 for Rich Rod.
Right. And so they're going to be coming into this backyard brawl like limping a little bit, but I want one thing. Eli Holstein, we don't talk about him enough. Like we kind of mentioned him, but he's the number 8 fantasy quarterback amongst Power 4 quarterbacks on Fantrax right now. Like, and he's only I'm going to say this on my show tomorrow, like on the fantasy thing tomorrow, but he's only rostered in 46% of leagues. Like, that's criminal. Like, the dude can run, he can throw, and he doesn't even have to run because they're so good in the passing game that, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the Pitt Panthers are going to be a top 4 or 5 ACC group this year. Like, when it's all said and done.
So, along the lines of Eli Holstein, you look what he's doing. You look what Dylan Lonergan's doing up at Boston College.
Oh, yeah, dude,
both
I
these
have a
guys
nice
were at Alabama. And Alabama stuck with Ty Simpson.
Yeah, that's atrocious. Well, he had a great game against Monroe.
Yeah, he was 17-17. And that's another thing. That's what Klatt was talking about. 17-17, it doesn't matter who you're playing. Guys don't even go 17-17 and pass Skelly.
Right. Yeah. So I would or Lonergan, right?
Yeah.
And so like I had a little bit that I was going to save for the end on this, but I'm just going to say it now since I mentioned him. And like, and this basically has to do with his like fantasy stock, right? So like, he's number 11 in that same list that we just talked about, Holstein against P4 or amongst P4 quarterbacks. And in my opinion, that game up in East Lansing, like, obviously went to overtime, but I'm surprised a little at like, oh gosh, like their line. Who are they playing? Gosh, I forgot who they're playing.
Boston College is playing Stanford at Stanford.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that's right. Maybe I will wait for this. Yeah. Let's just back up. Because we have to end the show with Stanford. I totally missed that.
All right. We'll end it there.
Okay.
At Stanford.
We're ending that. Yeah.
Okay.
Next game.
So no, we haven't talked Pitt, West Virginia. We talked Eli Holstein.
Oh yeah. Well, I want Pitt. I want Pitt in the point or lay the points.
The one thing you can always say about the backyard brawl is throw records out the window. Dating back to 2007 when an undefeated West Virginia rolls in, and here comes Pitt to knock them off, and number 2 West Virginia is out the door.
What did you say? What year?
Wasn't that 07?
You're damn right it was, but that is like the glory year for us.
Yeah.
So, gosh, we could have a repeat here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Pitt too. I do like West Virginia, but I just don't think they have enough, and I think Pitt slept on.
They don't have enough weapons.
Yep.
They just don't have enough weapons right now.
I want to go to Morgantown. I want to go to a game there so bad. But I want to go when they're good. I don't want to go right now.
Right, yeah. Wait till Rich Rod's got the reincarnation of Pat White there.
Yeah. Like, how sweet would it have been to go to a West Virginia game in 2012 when every game was played in the 50s?
I'm freaking shocked at this over-under, though. It's at 58.
I feel like that in Tennessee, Georgia should be flip-flopped.
I know. So, like, totally wanting to take the unders here. Like, I would be willing to be like, make some egregious, and this is I'm just gonna say this because the old boy down in Florida and easy living, like, he used to make these things called shit bets. And it was literally like, if so-and-so beat so-and-so, he would take a dump and lick it. And usually that never happened, but it actually did freaking happen when Sam Bradford got beat by BYU because he broke his collarbone. And so, like, our buddy down in Florida had to lick a turd. I never dry heaved so hard in my life.
So That's not where you were. I thought you were going. He posted a video of someone made a bet on the Florida USF game last week that they would drink piss.
Oh.
And your buddy shared the video, and the Florida fan actually drank it.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that was not
it. We wonder why our world's all fucking crazy now.
Yeah, no kidding. People licking shit, drinking piss,
eating Tide Pods.
Yeah. Shit. Oh man.
All right, we're getting off the rails.
That's okay. Makes it entertaining.
Yeah. So we're both riding with Pitt.
Yes. Next one. Here's the game of the week. Game of the week.
Yes.
Screw you, SEC. Okay. The South Florida Bulls taking on the Hurricanes in Miami, right? Dude, has South Florida become college football's Grim Reaper?
Yeah.
So,
they're definitely Cinderella right now.
Right. The money line for USF.
It's Grim Reaper and Cinderella.
Yeah, no kidding. The money line is plus 550. So, and like we said, it feels like 2007.
Yeah.
Feels like 2007. Okay. So, and who's on the opposing sideline from Miami? The head coach.
Mario Cristobal.
Oh my. Okay. So Mario Cristobal's on the other side of this. And there's a big game to flub here because he's due for one. Just ask the fans in Oregon territory how many times he forgot. I heard that Stanford is still writing thank you letters to Mario Cristobal. So,
does Miami get caught looking ahead to Florida next week? Like they have to have all eyes on USF now, right?
Absolutely. No, there's no like, oh geez, it's just the Bulls coming in. Like the Bulls are freaking for real, dude. Like they could lose this game and still make the playoff.
Yeah.
Like probably will. So
they got a game November 15th I have circled.
Which one's that?
Navy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know I've been on that Navy, right? Navy.
Well, train. I love their offense, but it was too close to call. It was too close with UAB this week.
A couple of the notes I have for this one: Miami won this game last year, 50-15. Yeah.
Was Byram Brown playing?
I didn't check. But
was there defense?
USF? They got a chip on their shoulder for this game. Also, It's a stat I brought up Sunday. If they win, it'll be the first time since 2007 USF has beat an ACC and an SEC team in the same season.
Dude, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I went back on money wanting to pick the Bulls last week against the Florida Gators. And that was just on the freaking spread. So I'm going to make things right. And I'm a believer in Alex Golesh, whatever.
Future Florida Gator.
What he's doing in Tampa. So I'm taking
money line or points?
The Bulls with the points. Maybe on the money line too. But
I'm going South Florida points, Miami money line.
If you put $100 down, that's a $550 payout.
Yeah,
it's a nice little. I mean, I think they're better than that money line.
Yeah, I agree.
Good value. That's great value. So, all right.
So yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna go South Florida on the points, Miami to win.
Okay.
I'm excited to talk about this next game.
Oh, geez. I might as well just repeat myself with what I said with Tennessee and Georgia.
It's LSU versus Spit U.
That's what I had something written. I said, this is the latest chapter in SEC Character Building 101.
Yeah. So LSU minus 9.5 against the Gators, the Crocodiles.
So they should have an alternate line out there that just says like an over-under on how many players get spit on in this game.
Yeah.
Like set it at probably should probably be at 1.5,
Yeah.
not just a half, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's still crazy to me that LSU is a 7.5 point favorite, but because it's only because of the Clemson game. But they looked completely. I don't care. LSU is not as good as everybody thought they were, just because everybody wanted to suck off Dabo and Clemson Tigers, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you can't struggle against Louisiana Tech. Clemson can't struggle against Troy and have the optic of that game still stay in the strength of what it was perceived to be. Like, it can't. And I think the Florida Gators, they bounce back. Head coach Billy, gonna get it done. Give me the Gators at plus 7.5.
That's
and
really
the money.
That's really
The
disappointing.
money.
Really, really disappointing. I thought I was going to be the Gators guy because I'm going with the Gators. I think they have a point to prove. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I was
Talk about. Oh my gosh! Obviously they have issues, but like, you're gonna lose a game like that. Like, teams this early that are supposedly that good, they don't just go on this freaking losing skid. It's just like Baylor last week. I was like, I didn't expect them to go drop 2 in a row. Well, did they drop? They found a way. They had to find a way. It was close, but they found a way. So I think the Gators win.
I'm with you, Gators.
I like this next one too.
Yeah, Notre Dame and the Aggies.
Yeah.
In Notre Dame.
So, for all that is freaking holy and for the sake of Levi's household, can we get a Notre Dame bounce back? Right?
Well,
right?
Yeah.
We want things to go well for our friends, So, I don't know. This game kind of has
any other notes before prediction?
I just think that I think Marcel Reed is like the reincarnation of Reggie McNeil. And if you're an A&M fan, you know who that is. Some people probably don't even know who Reggie McNeil is, but they're basically clones of each other in the way that I remember.
Yeah.
And old Reggie McNeil would have been right around that 07 time, speaking of.
Him and Dvorsky Lane?
Yeah. So I guess this is kind of the same premise. I don't see Notre Dame dropping a second game this early. And they have to win this anyway if they want to make the playoff. So
that was my point right there. Notre Dame loses, they're out. I don't care if they beat USC. They have nothing left on their schedule.
Right. No. And a 10-2 Notre Dame with the way they scheduled
with their best win being against, granted, USC's good. USC could beat Notre Dame.
Well, USC would have to run the table in the Big Ten for them to pull them back in. So
I don't think that advanced metrics. I'll have to tweet Elias on this. When's the last time Notre Dame started 0-2?
I don't know. Gosh, Tyrone Willingham. That era. Was Arnez Battle the freaking quarterback?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. So, but I do think that CJ Carr is going to have a big game. I also think that even though I have Notre Dame winning the game, I am taking A&M on the spread.
So, I think this is going to be a quick game. Both teams. I think that drawing a blank, Notre Dame coach.
Marcus Freeman.
Yeah, I think Freeman's going to have learned a lesson from that Miami game. Run the damn ball.
Right. Yeah. Like, you got to get Jeremiah Love freaking going, dude.
And they're not going against Ruben Bain because Ruben Bain took off in that fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
But they never got Jeremiah Love like in a rhythm in that Miami game.
No.
Didn't he only have like 4 carries at halftime?
I don't recall exactly how many carries they had. It was disappointing to see.
We were recording during that game, but I'm pretty sure it was like 4 carries at halftime.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't recall that.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
dude, can allergy season be over soon?
Yeah. Moving on to Vandy in South Carolina. You're wearing the Vandy shirt for everybody that's just listening on the podcast.
You wore the Vanderbilt hat all day.
I did. I wore the Vandy hat.
I thought you were going to wear it tonight.
I thought about it, but it's dirty as heck, man. I didn't want to wear it.
You're a working man.
Well, I'm showered up.
Yeah.
I got all that grime off me. The AP poll, I think, really messed up here, because this could have, if they really would have been thinking, they could have made this a freaking top 25 matchup so that way they could figure out TV ratings be better, right? Yeah.
I think we
know that
in the top 25. I can't.
I know that you love yourself some Beamer Ball 2.0.
Yeah, no.
Even though you put South Carolina high. I know you're closet game.
Closet.
So anyway, I don't think how can anybody go against the Fighting Pavias?
Totally missed that.
Oh, I saw it.
I was just thinking of the internship with David Franco.
Yeah. So here's what happens. If Vanderbilt beats the Gamecocks here, it's going to be freaking Pavia Palooza in Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's going to break loose on Main Street like the... Did you catch that? It's going to be like...
It's going to break loose on Main Street.
Like the 4th of July. Side note, Nashville's 4th of July is like the sickest freaking most fun thing I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah.
So, they're gonna put a statue up of Pavia in the on the city square.
Brothers get arrested again if they win.
Absolutely, they do. Yeah. And then they're gonna take him, they're gonna arrest him and take him to some stage of some kind, and then just celebrate, popping champagne the whole time. So,
okay, so jumping into this game, South Carolina had to beat Virginia Tech on a punt return. South Carolina had to beat South Carolina State with 3 touchdowns from the defense and special teams. South Carolina State.
Yep. I mentioned that on my fantasy show.
Tell me more about why Lenora Sellers is gonna win the Heisman.
Dude, I hate South Carolina. I hate that they're ranked in the top 15. I hate everything about them right now.
Yeah.
They don't deserve the love they're getting.
Ever since our show Sunday night, I can't stop thinking about talking you into switching South Carolina out with Vanderbilt. 100% that should have been Vanderbilt.
Of course.
I pulled
our top 30.
I pulled a Haley Sawyer. I knew South Carolina won. I didn't know how they won.
Well, now you know. So
sorry, I wasn't watching South Carolina versus South Carolina State.
Well, I just
no, I know it's
just got to do a little research.
The ratings were for that.
Oh, horrible.
I bet more people watched Nebraska Cal volleyball Sunday than they did the South Carolina State game.
Yeah. I want the 5.5 points by Vandy and the money line.
I'm with you.
Okay, we're gonna be
What's the
on
over-under?
the same 48.
That's a good line. That's a good ass number.
I'm gonna say
28-20.
30. I'm gonna say the overs, and I'm gonna say 35-24. Vandy.
Okay. 28-24 would be the over.
Yeah.
And that would be South Carolina or Vandy, because South Carolina's 5.5, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. Me 28-24 Vandy. The Vanderbilt Pavias.
The Pavias. Let's get some Pavia Palooza.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm gonna be ordering a ton of Vandy stuff if they win this game. I'm just gonna order a crap load of it.
The next game is good old Darian Mensah going back home. Duke Tulane. Duke, a 3-point favorite.
Are they a 3-point favorite now?
That's what I got Matt the other day.
I have them at -1 right now. This was yesterday.
Oh, so it's been bet down.
So, yeah, and I don't understand that. I don't understand how it's gone 2 points in the other direction. Like, to me, this game is being way too influenced by the scoreboard of the Duke-Illinois game. And we already discussed the craziness that was that game from the last episode. So if you missed that, you better go back and look, because we're not going to talk about it again. But I think Duke's going to win this game. I think it's going to be by 10+. I like Tulane, but I'm not sold on – I am sold on what's going on in Durham. So, like, in the long term. So lay that stupid single point and give me the Duke Blue Devils.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Duke.
The old Duke.
I am so confused on this next game. I need you to talk me into it. Minnesota only 2.5 at Cal.
Okay. So I have some cool things on this. Not really cool, but like I have a noteworthy thing that most people don't think about because it's West Coast football. But
beat me up, Scotty.
Hey, is Darius Taylor healthy? He left the game last week with a lower extremity injury. Okay. Does Darius Taylor play? Okay. The other thing is Justin Wilcox feel like he's been at Cal forever as the head coach? So he always has a pretty decent unit defensively. Always. Okay. And I don't understand what keeps him in the city of Berkeley, California, for God's sakes. I almost think less of him for staying there for obvious reasons. Okay. But maybe he's the guy that's going to go to Oklahoma State.
Okay. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, quick?
Yeah. I don't hate it. He's a guy that could bring a lot of guys with him.
Dude, I think like you need to shore up that defense a little bit in there in Stillwater. I mean, he's going to do that immediately. So
yeah, it's Big
crazy.
12. You don't have to play a lot of defense. You just have to play enough.
Right. So anyway, I like Minnesota in a close game, but I want because the Cal defense is always a little better, like I just said. But I like Minnesota to cover. Lay the points. Give me the Gophers. So Minnesota -2.5.
I think this is going to be a blowout for Minnesota. But what's got me so confused is Pate took Cal. And how right has he been this year?
I had a really hard time picking this. Like, I really did. Minnesota did not play well Minnesota didn't play well on the West Coast last year.
I know.
So like I have like weird like memories of Minnesota like sucking last year on the West Coast. So like playing good defense but can't score, So
yeah. But I like their new quarterback, that freshman Lindsey. He's good. Darius Taylor is going to be an issue. That would explain the points. But man, I have
some random things. Who'd you pick?
Minnesota blowout.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we can't complete an episode without having talked about Iowa, right?
Yep.
Have you seen their line?
I don't even know who they're playing. Oh, they're playing UMass. They're 34-point favorite.
35-point favorites hosting UMass.
It went up a point.
Has Vegas? Oh my gosh! Does Vegas ever watch Iowa football? Like, is Iowa capable of scoring 35 points in a game, or twice in a season, I should say? So, like, in my opinion, for Iowa fans, just their sanity, and I hope I actually, I know we have some listeners over there that are buddies of ours or yours that are Hawkeyes. I want to know if they listen to this, I want to know their take on what's the minimum amount of points they need to score against UMass to stop burning Gronowski's jerseys. Not that your boys did, but I mean the fans in general. Like, did you see that video? Burning Gronowski's jersey?
No, but I did find out from listening to our buddy Rob Zadika. I was paying $2 million this year.
They're paying him how much?
$2 million.
Oh my gosh. It's not been a good return on your investment yet.
No. Until they go beat Nebraska at the end of the year, and that's Iowa's whole season. So,
yeah.
But for them, that'll be. I mean, it's just part of the $5 million they got back from Bo Bassett. So.
Yeah, that's right. Is he going to end up being a Husker?
It sounds like it. Him and Melvin.
Oh my gosh, how awesome if they pull the trigger there.
Yeah. Not putting the cart before the horse. Okay.
Right.
Is that all you have on Iowa?
Yeah. What do you
Can you go to Iowa's redheaded stepsister out in Palo Alto?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I got something for Stanford, right? Okay. The old trees. The trees are only 12.5-point dogs hosting Boston College, who just put 42 up on Michigan State. Okay. But you gotta love a conference game in the ACC between Palo Alto
and Boston.
Boston College. Okay. Yeah. Kicking off at 9:30 Central. Okay. And I'm going to tune into that one because I'll have missed a bunch of football all day. So.
I'm not.
Yeah. This goes back to Lonergan, right?
Yeah.
Stud. He's a stud.
You're not watching this game either, by the way. I'll tell you why in a minute.
Okay. I'm surprised a little at the line, but I mean, I understand the whole how crossing multiple time zones and all blah 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 blah. So that's going to be a problem for Boston College, right?
Right.
But if they don't fumble, if Boston College doesn't fumble the ball at the 1 yard line like Emmett Johnson did against Akron,
yeah,
they win that game in East Lansing. So I like Lonergan passing the ball for to the tune of 400 yards. They were lighting it up through the air against Michigan State. Moving the ball at will. I don't know. I just think it's crazy that Stanford has a line like that. Are they gonna be 0-12 but actually be kind of competitive? Because that's crazy.
I know. I saw a video of Andrew Luck down on the sidelines, trying to pump guys up last weekend. like running around like he was back in his college days.
Oh my gosh. Does he? I can't decide like if he just needs to put like a bunch of acorns in his cheeks or something or what, because
Yeah. All right. I have one more line for you, and we'll wrap this up.
Hit me with it.
This is why you're not going to be watching the football games Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
Bud Crawford at plus 155 or Canelo Alvarez at minus 185?
Bud Crawford, bro.
That's
You got to go with the Nebraska dude.
First ever triple belt champion, or what is it? Triple weight champion is what he's going for.
Yeah. I probably still like, it'll have been a long day at that point. And so I don't want to be watching football because I got to have a good idea of what's going to be happening for our next show. Right?
Yeah.
The following Monday. And I'm bought into this whole like college football thing all day long, every day, all day.
Except for when you're golfing.
Right. Thanks
What's
a lot.
more
Touche.
important, golf or Nebraska, Houston Christian?
That I don't know. Probably golf.
Yeah.
I don't need to see Nebraska win again over a nobody 59-7 because that's what I have the score prediction as.
How tired are you going to be Saturday with these Friday night games?
Oh, I'll be tired. I'm going to be tired. I'm debating on going back to old Woodtown.
Ooh.
Because old Garfield's over in Woodtown this Friday, so.
You guys all getting together
first time in 12 years he's been there, so.
Dang. Oh, they're playing there.
Yeah. The hot dog capital of Nebraska is playing in Woodtown.
Okay. Well, little story about Woodtown. Woodtown defeated Hershey on a missed 2-point conversion last Thursday.
I saw that.
Our boy Dale Hall, I was with him at the game Saturday. He's at Hershey now. He was telling me about it.
Yeah. Well, if our listeners don't know, I was out at Hershey at one point in time.
You were at Wood River at one point in time.
I was. That was where I started.
Yeah,
so.
This is homecoming for you.
And that's why I want to go. When Garfield's going there, it's like that's who got me into coaching, so.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll wrap it up there because so many people care about Nebraska Class C high school football.
Right.
Like, comment, subscribe, rate 5 stars. Give your kids a hug.
Please, for the love of God, will you guys that are listening, if you're listening to this and heard it all the way to the end, please share us, and then give us a comment. Tell us what we need to do better, or just tell us to go stick it, But here's what I want to do. I said this on my other show, or the other segment thing. If you're listening to the end of this, I'm going to do a giveaway. I haven't decided what it is, but I want to do a giveaway. If somebody can tell me that, and email us that they heard the message at the end of this video.
Well, unfortunately, the message I'm giving at the end of this video is give your kids a big hug and everyone just say a prayer for the Kirk family tonight. And
absolutely.